Hello and welcome back to the adventures of Pokemon Trainer Vega. Now, I've been doing some off-screen level grinding here, just trying to get Sidious up to par, but it looks like he's about to learn Lock-On. And I figured after he had learned Lock-On, I would evolve him. So I figured I should probably bring this back in now. Sonic Boom is never going to be useful again. Unless I wanted to catch something, but meh, it's gone now. What? Sidious is evolving! Now, the evil Lord of the Sith is about to become even more powerful. You do not yet know the power of the dark side. He is so fitting to have on my team of evil people. Why did I ever even want a Pikachu instead? I mean, clearly Magneton is so much more fitting. Even though, of course, making Magneton into Darth Sidious is a completely weird tangent to go on anyway, but that is what I went with. And it fits perfectly. Basically, I was just at the game corner doing some button mashing, but I got a bit tired of button mashing all the time, so I decided I would instead just go and get a bunch of money so I could buy the remaining coins. Also, I picked up the amulet coin, but meh, that didn't really need to be shown. It's at Route 16. I needed 40 Pokemon in my Pokédex. Since I have 50 Pokemon in my Pokédex, obviously that was no problem. I could have gotten it earlier, if I just knew it was there. Now, how much money do I have right now? Enough to get the rest of the coins I need, it looked like. What's that? You say it would have been faster if I had just flown back rather than bike up Bicycle Road? Meh, whatever. I didn't do that. Come to think of it, Rocket Game Corner. They're not exactly very subtle, are they? Anyway, get me that Thunderbolt TM. Now, Lord Sidious, it's time for you to learn a really powerful move. And then I can probably just keep him up front while I go out to sea. I'm not sure what the swimmers are going to be like, so I may have to switch him out again afterwards too, but meh. I've been staring at the edge of the water for a couple of episodes now, never really knowing why. I couldn't resist. Alright. Sidious should be fine here. Now, Thunderbolt! Young fool, only now, at the end, do you understand? Oh hey, one of the very few water types I haven't gotten yet. Of course I can't get it, because it's exclusive to Fire Red. Incidentally, in Fire Red, a Cloyster was on my final team, because everything else of worth that I had gotten had died. I suppose just looking back at that, I am doing amazingly much better this time around. Having kept my starter, well, I mean, I kept my starter in the last run too, but I didn't in any of the other Nuzlocks I've done. Darth Sidious is immediately making me quite happy with his performance. Oh look, it's that thing that I am hoping to get. Incidentally, I figured that even though I have the Helix fossil, I'm not going to revive it. Instead, I'm going to fish for Staryu. Because looking at it, I just feel like Staryu would be more useful than Omastar. You look at the sea to forget all the bad things that happened. Well, it is time for some more bad things to happen to you. Now, do you realize the power of the dark side? And he is actually traumatized by it. That's nice. You tried diving for Pokemon? Well, you're in the wrong region for that. You should go to Hoenn, then you'll be able to do that. Or Unova. Which I didn't even know while playing the main game, because I mean, I think there's only one spot in the entire region you can actually dive in, and it's in the post-game. Of course, that game was set up so that you don't even need Surf to complete the game. Which was nice, making it so you don't have to rely on gems to progress, instead just placing arbitrary and silly roadblocks in your path instead. I understand some people didn't like that, but I'd rather have arbitrary and silly roadblocks that disappear after a while, rather than constantly being forced to carry around cuts in order to progress. Speaking of which, I think I need to get rid of cut, because I'm also going to need strength very soon. And I don't want to waste another move slot on it. And I don't think I'm going to need cut on the Seafoam Islands anyway. Of course, strictly speaking, I could skip the Seafoam Islands entirely. I remember Twitch Plays Pokemon did that, but I feel like I'd rather do it the proper way. No, wait, it wasn't Sidious who should forget the move. It was Annie. Get out of here, stupid normal move that isn't very good at all. Get replaced by another stupid normal move that is slightly better. I mean, strength still isn't particularly strong, but... Oh wait, I don't have strength yet. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I thought I had to go back to the Safari Zone one more time, but come to think of it, I don't think I actually have to go back to the Safari Zone one more time. I think I just need to go to this guy. Indeed, I did not need to go to the Safari Zone one more time. There, now Annie has strength. She is not weak anymore, implying that she was weak before. And I found another rare piece of candy. Man, Lord Sidious is so in danger at this point. Of course, training up Lord Sidious right now might not even be all that useful, seeing how he's not going to do anything in the last two gyms, but I intend to keep him with me for the Pokemon League, at which point he will be useful, I think. Well, yes, he will be able to completely destroy Geki's Blastoise. Being both super effective against water thanks to its electric typing, and resisting water thanks to its steel typing, I think. I mean, steel is weird. I keep forgetting what it does. But I think it resists water. And here we have reached a new area, which is strictly speaking optional, though you're not supposed to know that. Now, new encounter. No, not a new encounter. Or I mean, it is a new encounter, but it's an encounter I already have, so I can't catch this. Or, no, I don't have it anymore. He died. Still. Or, no, Chrono was a female. Whatever. She was lame anyway. Now, this time... Slowpoke! Much better! So, What should I call this thing? It's a female slowpoke. It's a dopey Pokemon, so I am going to once again reference that same old movie and call it Dory. Welcome to the PC box, Dory. I probably won't use you. And now I can just pop a repel, because I don't need anything else in here. It's been so long since I did this part, but still it seems I can remember it just fine. It's not exactly rocket science. Team rocket science. Lol, get it. Ah, it's a thing that I'm going to sell again. And with that, I think I can get out of here again. That did not take long. At all. In fact, I really expected it to take longer. Oh hey, person who wants to fight me. Meh. You have paid the price for your lack of vision. Oh look, possibly the most creative Pokemon ever invented. Seal. It's a seal. With a horn. Man, all of a sudden I've stopped being role-playing Vega the evil person and started role-playing Sidious the evil Pokemon. An obvious side effect of having him at the front of my party through this entire episode, I suppose. Incidentally, in my previous run of Fire Red, I was just naming everything completely random nonsense. The name of my cloister, who was female, Beard. That was basically the norm for that run. The only thing that had a semi-logical name was King Palm the Bulbasaur, my starter. Everything else had nonsense names. Which started when I caught my Rattata and named it Sock Puppet. And after that I just rolled with the nonsense names. Through that entire run and the next one. Well, here we are. Now, the time has come for me to fish for the one water Pokemon who could replace Queen Derp. As soon as I have healed up, that is. And maybe bought some more Ultra Balls. I'm not sure what Staryu's catch rate is. I think it's not super high, so... Ultra Ball! Oh wait, I can barely afford any. Well, that's inconvenient. I will need to get me some money. Of course, if I do successfully catch a Staryu, I will also need to do a bunch of level grinding to get it up to par. Why did I open the TM case? I did not need the TM case. I needed the Super Rod. Now... that is a Krabby. I do not need a Krabby. And this is basically why I've been doing all that effort to catch as many water Pokemon as possible. To maximize my odds of getting a Staryu. I think it has a 40% encounter rate, so it should be possible to get it. I have 2 more tries. And that is it. No. Or wait, no, that's actually not it. because this is not the only place where I could feasibly get a Staryu. But I would like to have it before the gym, thank you very much. Please, Staryu. Yes! And it's level 16, so it's definitely going to need a lot of level grinding. Thunder Wave. Now then, with Staryus, I often think of ninja throwing stars. So then I think of ninjas, which are Asian. Then that just made me think of something that I should go for something completely unrelated, but still kind of related. So I am going to name it Jake, after the American dragon Jake Long. And if anyone dares to say that that's not a reasonable name for it, then they are dumb. Well, Your Majesty, you have served me well for a very long time, but it's time for you to retire from battling and teach the princess the how-tos of being a ruler. For now, I have a Staryu, who actually has a good special stat, so it can actually use water moves effectively. And with that, I suppose, Sidious no longer needs the experience share. Now, Jake is the one that needs the experience share. Just gonna equip the Versus Seeker to the select button, then go to the place where there are a lot of bird trainers, where both Sidious and Jake can get experience very easily. Wait a minute, why would I need to go and fight the bird trainers to get experience? I can just go out to sea, where I'll be able to get more experience. I was wondering why I wasn't able to surf, but then I remembered I deposited my surfer. Right then, Jake, I need you to learn how to swim. Right now. I looked at Jake's learn sets, figured there's not really any point to keeping him to as a Staryu for the time being, so just going to evolve him to a Starmie. The only thing he'd be missing out on is... well, okay, he'd actually be missing out on a fair few things, but nothing that I'm really going to need, because I already have a moveset in store for him, and it's entirely TM moves. So, Sentient Star, become two Sentient Stars stuck together! Congratulations, your Jake evolved into purple! Right, so as I was saying, pretty much all the moves that I'm planning to teach to Jake are TM moves, and for those TMs, I'm going to need a lot of coins. And I didn't feel like gambling, so I just instead went and did a ton of off-screen level grinding with the amulet coin equipped and got a bunch of money, so now I can buy my coins. Though honestly, I think even with that, I'm actually not going to be able to afford them, because I need 2 TMs, that's what I've got in mind. Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. Ideally, I would have also taught it Psychic, but unfortunately, I wasted my Psychic TM on Hannibal, and there are no other Psychic TMs in this game. I miss Generation 5, where TMs were reusable. And yes, I did just say that I missed the generation we haven't gotten to yet. Because, I mean, I've been playing Generations 5, 6, and 7 so much that by now I'm used to TMs being reusable. And yep, now I'm going to need more money. Of course, all that level grinding has also gotten everything up to level 43, so that's nice. Also, oh my god, I've spent so much time playing this game with like the frame rate limited that now things just look so incredibly smooth. I'm not sure if it's actually going to look a whole lot smoother on the videos, but to me it just looks so smooth. I am trying to get the Ice Beam. Looking at everything else before I get to Ice Beam. There. Ice Beam. So for Jake's final move, I feel like I've got two choices. Either keep Recover or get Protect. Seeing how Recover basically just does the same thing as Medicine, and there is no rule in this game against me using Medicine, I am going to go for Protect, which is at the power plant. So, back to the power plant we go. Maybe while I'm there, I will also go and fight Zap. No, I will not go and fight Zapdos. That would be stupid. For one thing, I'm underleveled. For another, what is there possibly to gain from fighting Zapdos? There is nothing to gain from fighting Zapdos. Jake sure seems to look an awful lot like a Kyogre right now. Right. Now, I know roughly where I have to go to find it, but I'm not sure exactly where, so... It said it was like in a dead-end room, pretty much in the middle of the facility, so... Is it here? No, that's an Electrode. And that's a problem. It's probably going to explode in my face. Annie, go tank the explosion that's coming. Or maybe I should have used Sidious, seeing how he resists normal moves. Still, the level difference should be great enough that, yeah, she could survive that. Still, I think I should put Sidious up front. After all, this used to be his home. Thunder. That was not the TM I was looking for. Well, that's definitely not where I'm supposed to be going. That's another Electrode. And it's not even shiny. Man, what a waste of time. Because clearly I expected it to be shiny. There you go. Protect. And now I will be needing some more money so that I can get that Thunderbolt TM again. Now, I was level grinding on Cycling Road, and I figured the one thing I have here that can't really do anything on Cycling Road is Tsundere, and to a lesser extent Annie, because she can't do anything against the coughings and wheezings. And because of that, I am going to give Tsundere the experience here for now. I've still got plenty more level grinding that needs to be done anyway, so... Alright, and after even more level grinding, I now have enough coins to get last TM. Yes, a TM of Thunderbolt is indeed what I want. Now then, Jake. Become a super versatile, awesome fighter of awesomeness who kind of renders Sidious a bit obsolete. But just a bit. I mean, strictly speaking, Sidious still plays a different role because, I mean, he can tank things that Jake definitely can't. Now, I doubt I'm going to have time to challenge the gym this episode, or maybe? Well, yeah, the door is locked, so... But at least I might be able to go in here and find me some new thing to capture. Possibly. Alright, now don't roar at me this time. Even though I know it can roar at me, I am going to Thunder Wave it once first. That is not a roar. So with that, I might actually have a chance at catching it this time. Still though, I did not expect this. I expected a Grimer. But I didn't get a Grimer. I got a Vulpix, who could potentially roar at me. And just once again, I fear just trying to actually attack it, because then I might just kill it. Though, whatever the case, this is going to be a pain. I mean, I'm 15 levels above it, but I'm also at a type disadvantage and... Oh? Yes! Now then, what shall its name be? Alright, she is a fox. You know who else is a fox? Nick Wilde from Zootopia. You know who Nick Wilde from Zootopia's partner is? Judy Hopps. Therefore, her name shall be Judy. Despite the fact that Judy Hopps is a rabbit. But hey, since when did my nicknames actually make sense? And with that, I have no further need to actually find wild Pokemon around here. Unless I were to encounter a shiny, but let's be fair, that's not likely to happen now, is it? Who wouldn't press the secret switch? This could be very annoying, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to switch out of this. Indeed, I can't switch out of this. And I think this is going to just be... Well, even if it was only half or a quarter effective, it still managed to defeat it. So, fair enough, I suppose. That could be worse, though. Very annoying. Now I can switch out, but this thing is likely to explode, so... Going to stay the course. That was not an explosion. I really have no idea where I'm supposed to go in this place. Well, in a way it kind of is, but at the same time I feel like the Sylph Corporation was probably worse. I don't think I'm really in any real danger here. Also, why is that not a Charmeleon yet? I mean, that thing is almost ready to become a Charizard. Much like Lewis, who actually became a Charizard when he could become a Charizard. Also, why are these guys so weak? Just, by this point I would have to have faced at least one level 43 Pokemon, and that is assuming that I went here without going to Sabrina first. And who would ever go here without going to Sabrina first? Well, yes, one wouldn't really expect that this place would be as big as it is just looking at it from the outside. In fact, from the outside it looked rather small. Like maybe 10 meters across or something, but it's so much bigger than that. Also, Sidious is now out of PP for for Thundershock, and also he is level 46. Something else needs to be up front. Preferably something that I don't absolutely need for the next gym. Because even though the level limit for the next gym is 47, I still don't want to overlevel too much. Did that guy just spot me from off-screen? That's kind of bad game design, dudes. It should be possible to prepare for being spotted by opponents. You shouldn't just have them stand off-screen and then randomly attack you out of nowhere. Going back to Sidious because explosion might happen. That is not an explosion, but still. Wait, now I might actually be... Oh right, I have tri-attack, so I'm not in that big trouble. Yet. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's doubly fine. And now, give me all your money, Scientist Ivan. All your money times 2 even. Because that makes sense. Blizzard. That is a TM I am not going to use. Hooray! I have found the key to the gym! Hooray! I have found the TM for Solar Beam! Another thing I'm not likely to use. Alright, now can I enter the gym? Yes, I can. Vega has made her way inside the Cinnabar City gym, and now the 7th gym leader awaits. How will the battle go? Actually, she's probably going to dominate it, but anyway, tune in next time.